Hello everybody, I'm back in Europe, back in Sweden, back in Farsta, here outside Stockholm. I've been for 90 nights away from home and spent 18 of them in the Beaver State in Oregon in the Pacific Northwest of the United States, about 5,000 miles or 8,000 kilometers away. I've stayed both in North and Northeast Portland and for the first time in 6 years experienced the United States in this fateful year of 2024. I saw the debate between two presidents live on CNN in a motel room in Rockaway Beach, and will make a director's cut video about my trip and probably even some more politically themed videos in the weeks and months to come. But today, a book haul. I visited Powell's World of Books in downtown Portland on West Burnside Avenue twice over 2 weeks and managed to buy not more than 6 books. But I want to present those 6 books, and 4 of them have actually a strong connection to the Pacific Northwest. They are from authors living there and deal with characters or topics that are rooted there. So here is my little book haul with the books that I brought with me from America. Listen to that and watch that video. Deborah Magpie Erling has won the Montana Book Award. She also won the Pacific Northwest Award for her novel, The Lost Journals of Saia. The expedition of Meriwether Lewis and William Clark started in 1804 with a task to find a way to the Pacific Ocean. Their journey was significant in expanding the knowledge about the Western territories of the United States and laid the groundwork for westward expansion of the white settlers who finally stole the last lands that were not yet occupied by them. The settlers also brought diseases like smallpox, measles, and influenza that killed thousands of natives. Hundreds of tribes were displaced, lost their lands where they had peacefully lived for thousands of years, and lost their natural resources. Treaties were made with tribes, and almost all the treaties and promises were broken by the settlers. Among the most memorialized women in American history, Saia served as interpreter and guide for Lewis and Clark's Corps of Discovery. In this visionary novel, Deborah Magpie Erling brings this mythologized figure visibly and vividly to life, casting unsparing light on the man who brutalized her and recentering Saia as the arbiter of her own history. Sorry for not pronouncing the name right. Here, the young Saia is bright and bold, growing strong from the hard work of learning all ways to survive. When her village is raided, Saia is kidnapped and then gambled away to Charbonneau, a French-Canadian trapper. Heavy with grief, she learns how to survive at the edge of a strange new world. When Lewis and Clark's expedition party arrives, Saia knows she must cross a vast and brutal terrain with her newborn son, the white man who owns her, and a company of men who wish to conquer and commodify the world that she loves. Written in lyrical and dreamlike prose, The Lost Journals of Saia is an astonishing work of art and a powerful tale of perseverance, the indigenous woman's story that has not been told. Sacha Lapointe has won the Pacific Northwest Literary Award for her 2022 memoir Red Paint, the ancestral autobiography of a Coast Salish punk. This year she has published a collection of essays under the title Thunder Song, in which she describes what it means to be a proudly queer indigenous woman in America today. She examines the role of art in particular, music and community in helping a new generation of indigenous people claim the strength of their heritage while defining their own path in the contemporary world. Patrick DeWitt was born on Vancouver Island in Canada and moved to California. And finally he moved to Portland, where he is still living. The Librarianist, this wonderful book here, is his 5th novel, and it follows Bob Cornett, a retired librarian in Portland. He decides to do voluntary work in his community, which introduces a range of diverse and strange peers to him. His life from the end of World War II is slowly revealed, and it is said that DeWitt blends melancholy and humor and describes the life of an introvert. The Librarian won the Oregon Book Award in 2024. A Thriller by Pamela Stats is the fourth book with connection to the Pacific Northwest. Thorn City is not far away from the title Rose City, and since roses have thorns, right? And Rose City is one of Portland's many nicknames besides Stumptown and Rip City, City of Bridges, and maybe many others. Thorn City starts at the Rose City Ripe for Disruption Gala, where Portland's elite is gathered. Lisa and Jamie are hired as party girls, but during the evening, several encounters turn the night into a dangerous one, where old secrets are revealed and everything is at stake. Thorn City is Pamela Stats' first novel and has been blurbed as a complete immersion into the Portland culture. 2 books left. 2 books that I bought in the United States that are outside the focus of the Pacific Northwest, but I could not resist to buy them. The stories of John Cheever were on my radar since I had read Emma Cline's brilliant novel, The Guest, which, as she has said, was inspired by Cheever's short story, The Swimmer. Besides that, Mr. Cheever is often named as one of the most important authors of short fiction in 20th century American literature. And since this collection is hard to get in Europe and even in the Stockholm City Library, I just had to buy it. But last now, and as always in my videos, not least and never least, I bought Hunters in the Dark by the British writer Lawrence Osborne. I've read 2 books of Osborne before, Only to Sleep, which is a Philip Marlowe novel, taking up the character created by the late Raymond Chandler, and after that I bought and read The Glass Kingdom, which plays in Osborne's current base hometown, Bangkok, Thailand, with a young American woman at its center who has stolen a huge amount of money in New York and now lives in a weird, gigantic place, a glass palace condominium tower in Bangkok. In Hunters in the Dark, that was published in 2015, Lawrence Osborne takes us to Cambodia and introduces us to a young teacher named Robert Grieve from England who comes into Cambodia from Thailand and decides to go missing. During his first night in Cambodia, a suave American, a trunk full of heroin, a hustler taxi driver, and a rich doctor's daughter are changing Robert's life forever. Compared to the psychological thrillers of Patricia Highsmith and the movies of Alfred Hitchcock, this seems to be a very interesting, hopefully also exciting novel. These 6 books, my dear friends, were my choice in the United States. I could have bought 100 or even more, believe me. Which books did you buy during your holidays this summer? And have you read any of these 6 books yet? Let me know all about this in the comments down below. And I hope to see you soon in another video on this channel. Bye!